Hola, bonjour, merhaba, konnichiwa, wagwan, hello. You know who it is, people? It's AR, aka Arsenal's Realist, aka your Donny Wanny Ding Dong. Thank you all for being here, all the views, all the subscribers, and anyone who shares the video. We've got the GoFundMe, tap in the link as well, but this ain't the video to start asking for peas, bruv. But my GoFundMe's there, it's in every video. Man going full-time YouTube one day, support the team. But, people, do you know what? We rewind a year ago, people was walking around in the world, we was going to cinemas, football, music events, there was all sorts going on. The world was more or less normal. Apart from death and tax, nothing could be expected. We fast forward a little bit, yeah, and obviously the contagion hits, the world's up in arms. Fair enough, we don't know what's going on. It's normal. We gotta look, we gotta care. People's dropping all over the place, apparently. And ultimately, social events, human gathering, one-on-one, but basically interaction has been hit. It's devastating. We've been locked in our houses for a year. Now, also with that, loads of small businesses shut down. My apologies, and my heart's with you. If in the year 2020 you decided to open a business, because the chances are you've lost your money, you've lost your business, because they're not letting nothing open, and it just keeps getting battered and clattered. So on top of people losing businesses, of course businesses hire people. Anyone who has a job, many of people have lost their job, and ultimately they lost their job to be thrown into a ball pit or a city in which has no jobs, in which everything is closed. All there basically is open now. Either you work for the NHS or a chicken shop. That's it. There's nothing left that's open. Everything's open. You go into a bank, it's one person working in it and the machine's doing all the work. Go into Sainsbury's, it's self-checkout. Yeah, you go into a chicken shop, they won't even talk the same language to you, bro. So ultimately, the people with the government jobs are safe. And that's cool. Someone's got to be safe. But do you know what? Furlough kicked in. They gave a few people money, a few people didn't. Rent went up, wages didn't go up, wages got taken away. Many a club feel it. The smaller clubs in this EFL pyramid, there's 92 teams in the EFL pyramid setup. For instance, Stoke have been in the Premier League. They have added a huge repertoire and a huge they have added to the Premier League, yeah, when Stoke was here. This is just one example. Of course, with Mark Hughes, a huge reputation they built, profile, and everybody knew about Stoke. Sorry about that, people, the battery died as usual, but like I was saying, let me jump straight back into it. Mark Hughes and Stoke and many other teams, Palace have added to the Premier League, Stoke have added to the Premier League, Mark Hughes' Stoke, a lot of teams have, and there was a plan. I'm going to get on to the topic at point in a minute, but there was Project Big Picture recently. Take a look at this, and it's been refused, luckily enough. And the reason why I say that's luckily enough, we want this to be refused, because as you can see right at the top on the main list of the big picture is the 6 top Premier League club are going to have the most power, meaning somewhere in the room, Levy, Glaziers, Kroneke, Liverpool owners, all these owners have sat down, tried to do a deal with each other where they hereby declare themselves permanent Premier League. So for instance, can you imagine, luckily this didn't go through, because the whole point is why would a small team agree to give all the power to these dumb American owners? Because that's what's going on here, as you can see. But luckily for us, it fell through. And can you imagine being a club where basically the top 6 are working in tandem against the rest of the Premier League, and they are working against each team. For instance, if Fulham get relegated, if any team gets relegated from that 92 tier system of the EFL Premier League all the way down the tiers, does the other teams, if Arsenal got relegated, the other team say, do you know what, I feel really bad, I feel really sorry about your liquidation and your no, they'll come and start buying your players, because the Championship has, I don't know what it is, get me wrong, is it a 20 million wage cut? And the Premier League's 120 million or 100 million, so there's a huge difference. Meaning, if a top club ever got relegated, they would have to take a huge cut in wages, every player would leave. Rare. So I'm really glad that the big picture got refused, because it wasn't the bigger picture. It's clearly another move to get these American owners grips on this Premier League and everything. Because what I'll say to you is, people, COVID's come, the dinosaur got sacked, Arsenal players got sacked, the back staff got sacked, everybody's get sacked. Even in our personal lives, it's very hard to get money at the moment. And do you know what they've done? Do you know what they did? They didn't say, do you know what, for 6 months, as Stan Kroenke, Daniel Levy, and get the Glaziers and the BT owners and the Sky owners and the Gary Neville owners and the Sky pundits and all this, do you know what we're going to do? Out of the kindness of our heart, we're going to take a 0.1% hit on all of our wages. Instead of us all getting 200 grand plus either a month or a year, we're all going to donate 100 quid. And do you know what? Why other pandemics going on and all your loved ones are dying and your grandma's got to die in hospital without you by her side and your whole life's falling apart and you can't earn money, we're gonna let you at least watch 1 or 2 little fucking matches. But do you know what? They didn't. No, they didn't. What's happened is all these billionaires are protecting their businesses. Obviously, their hotels, their businesses, their restaurants. And do you know what? There's loads of clubs that you could say are struggling. Man U, Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool being the last ones. Let's get it right. There's teams out here like Charlton trying to survive. There's teams at the low end of the Premier League. West Brom's. There is teams that actually genuinely probably need a bit of financial backing to try and get them through these hard times. But do you know what they did? They didn't give us no football for free. They tried to charge us £15 a match. They actually tried to charge us £15 a match and it's so fucked up and sick, even Mike Ashley, Mike Rasclot, suck your money in your batty Ashley, had to come out and say £15's a bit high. Why don't you do it for a £5? Fuck off, Mike Ashley, you cocksucker. A £5 for what? We made you look who you are. We pay your season tickets, we buy hot dogs, we buy beers, we buy Sky, BT, Amazon. We are dickheads. So it all got scrapped. They tried their hardest while the economy was falling and all our loved ones were dying and we had no jobs and we had no money. They actually tried their hardest to get £15 off us a game. Think how many games are on. In one day there might be 3 games, bruv, yeah? They want £45 just to watch a shitty game off of you, yeah? They're no different from the modern world and government. You want to go cinemas, it costs you 60 quid. You can't take your daughter. You want to go to Centre Club football training, do you know what? It's £6 a day and you gotta pay £10 on Friday and if you get a yellow card it's another 30. And then football tries to come along like they're different, like they're helping us, like we're all sportsmen here and we understand. No, let's get it right. We gotta play Amazon, BT, Sky, almost had to pay £15 a game. And now when we look at it, there's the banks out there. Blood, I'm dying. Can I say something? I'm dying. I had blood poisoning not too long ago. I nearly died. I can barely get food down my throat. Blood, you can barely pay the rent. They've sacked man. The only job man's got is an Uber Eats thing and it's freezing fucking cold and it's hard fucking work to make a 20. Yeah, man's literally fading away and dying as we speak. So why can't I get a loan? Why can't you get a loan? And if you do get a loan, you little bitch, it will ruin your life. Understand that. It will ruin your life. It will ruin your life. When you went primary school, your mum bought a house, blood. Yeah? Now you're a big man. Your mum's still paying that house off. Remember that, blood. But isn't it funny how we find ourselves in a place where the dinosaur got sacked? We ain't got enough money. All these players have to go. We haven't got enough money. All the back staff, 22 members, all of this has to go. Do you know what? All the players will take a 12.5% wage cut, even though we've got the richest owner in the world, yeah? Combined with his wife. If you bring his wife into the picture and combine their wealth, United, Liverpool, all of them can suck a left nut. Kroneke's the man, the 1%, the Walmart, the Illuminati, the Duppy ting, the sacrifice, yeah? The ting. But then we look at this and we say we can confirm that the club has met the criteria set by the Bank of England for the COVID corporate financial felicity or faculty. Blood, well, first thing we can say, the bank's invested more than Kroneke has in 50 years. Just like that. And don't you think that's mad though, people? Seriously, yeah? No joking. The world's falling apart. It is definitely falling apart. It was only this time last year we was told 20 million people are gonna die. People on your very road, your very street. We saw what happened in Lombardy, Italy. People were dropping, flopping, kipping, copping. And you know what? How fucking dare they? They had people fighting over toilet paper, bruv. They had people fighting over... I saw some of the people fighting for toilet paper. They don't even wipe their ass. They're Jeremy Kyle retards, bruv. But they fighted for the toilet paper. But you know what? Kronke's never invested. Nothing's ever happened. He's getting money off the bank. He's making the players take pay cuts. He has suggested Project Big Picture along with 5-6 others. And let's get it right. It is only to make money. We need to wake up, people. We have to wake up because do you know what? We're in a world now which is you are the slave, I am the slave. You are the modern day rat, the modern day flea. So am I. We're fleas. That's all we are. And I can prove it. A couple of years ago, Iceland, Sainsbury's, they got caught out, didn't they? They was putting donkey and giraffe in the meat, yeah? Because so it was cheaper. And don't think this was some healthy giraffe running around in Africa, yeah? And some healthy donkey. These were some buck-tooth, fucked up animals. They were mixing in with the meat to dilute the meat to make more money. Absolutely. So the food's fucking us up. We're unhealthy. Do you know what? Do you think it's a coincidence? Everybody's riddled with anxiety, ill, dying, fucking very not confident. All of this stuff. They're fucking the food supply up. They're fucking fucking the air up. They're fucking everything. Do you know what? We'll take all the conspiracies out of it for a second. Do you know what? Jobs have died. Money is harder to come by. You've given out furlough, you're taking money back. One thing I've realised during all of this, the gas meter's still ticking, the electric meter's still ticking, the food still costs a lot, the PS5's still 6 fucking bills, yeah? Your children, like, nothing has stopped. Absolutely nothing is stopping people. On top of it, do you know what they've done? They said, you got no money, you got no this, you got no that. We're going to charge for all the games. And then further we go on top of it, we're all probably hoping, you know what, one day there's going to be some sort of safety package. Something's going to help us along the way. But we look and we say, you know what, look again. We can confirm that the club has met the criteria set by the Bank of England for COVID corporate finance. Bruv, the Bank of England, the bank, these are the people with the money of England. They pay the people who pay the people who pay your wages. They're more interested in saving Kroneke. They're more interested in saving Kroneke than the modern day man. Real talk. If you don't pay your mortgage, I'm leaving it like this now, real talk. If you do not pay your mortgage, test it out one day or your rent. The bank will send a foreclosure sign, bruv. Your house will get taken. If you don't pay your rent, you'll get kicked out. I guarantee the Bank of England won't come and save you. But Kroneke and his Illuminati brothers, they'll come to get saved. Like I said, people, just another quick one. The video went a bit mad because the battery died. But hand on my heart, Kroneke and the Arsenal future is dark, people. Very, very, very dark. Imagine that during all of this, it's Kroneke who's getting the loan. Kronke's getting the loan on Arsenal, bro. Fucking hell. Leave me some comments. You know who it is, people. See you later. Hey, make sure you love your people. Make sure your people love you.